Israel, but nearly all of them were shot down. KTLA's Annie Rose Ramos monitoring the story for us from the newsroom. Annie Rose, good morning.
Frank, good morning to you. Actually, the Israel War Cabinet is meeting right now to determine its further response to Iran's attacks, as multiple sources say President Biden is urging Prime Minister Netanyahu not to retaliate after hundreds of drone and missile strikes were launched by Iran into Israel. These are some of the images from Saturday. Air raid sirens and explosions sounding as Iran began taking aim at the Jewish state. Its first ever direct assault on Israel after decades of tension. We spoke to Micah Thau, who lives in Jerusalem and is a cousin of a producer here at KTLA, who describes what he says was a long and terrifying night.
Suddenly, at about 1 in the morning, I heard booming sounds, like just total explosions in the area. And we didn't have access to the bomb shelter, unfortunately, so we wound up hiding in a basement. I mean, I've experienced Hamas missiles before, but I've never experienced Iranian cruise missiles and ballistic missiles and drones. It was very, very frightening.
Israel's military leaders saying with the help of its allies, including the U.S., Jordanian, and British forces, they intercepted the vast majority of those incoming strikes, over 300 of them, with only one casualty, a child critically injured. Israel calling their ability to defend the country a success, but that this was clearly a declaration of war.
Every one of us should look and ask, what would we do had we been attacked in such an aggressive way as we were attacked last night from 4 corners of the Middle East, with proxies shooting at us, firing missiles and ballistic missiles, drones, and cruise missiles. This is like a real war.
President Biden there walking off of Marine One, cutting his weekend trip short to return to the White House for urgent discussions on this situation. G7 leaders meeting via video conference Sunday to coordinate a diplomatic response as concerns grow over whether this conflict could mean a wider war in the Middle East and beyond.
We don't want a war with Iran. We don't seek to widen and broaden this conflict. We don't want to see things escalate. As a matter of fact, what we want to do is see things de-escalate. And defending Israel the way we helped do on Saturday should have that effect.
The United Nations Security Council holding an emergency session Sunday, calling for maximum restraint, and the Pope in Rome yesterday warning against what could become a, quote, spiral of violence in the Middle East. But for Micah, he says all they can do in Israel is wait.
We're all just waiting with bated breath to see what's going to happen. Yeah, I'm hoping that things will go back to normal, but of course there hasn't really been normal since October 7th. It's been about half a year of war, but somehow this seems different.
And new this morning, the U.S. now issuing a travel warning for Americans in Israel, saying not to travel outside of major cities. Reporting live from the newsroom, Annie Rose Ramos, KTLA 5 News.
Annie Rose, thank you. We are learning O.J. Simpson's longtime lawyer, Malcolm Laverne, has been named the executor of his estate. Laverne says there are tentative plans for a celebration of life that'll be limited to close friends and family. The ex-football star, who was later acquitted of murder, died last week of cancer at the age of 76. Simpson's lawyer says he owed a, quote, substantial amount of money to the IRS. He also died without having paid a majority of the more than $33 million judgment awarded to the families of his ex-wife, Nicole Brown Simpson, and her friend, Ron Goldman. A California jury found him liable in that wrongful death civil lawsuit. Laverne says Simpson will be cremated.
Los Angeles Mayor Karen Bass set to deliver the annual State of the City address tonight. No specifics on what Mayor Bass will discuss in her speech, but she's expected to talk about her administration's efforts to tackle our city's homelessness crisis, affordable housing, and plans to recruit and retain police officers. Next Monday, the mayor will release her budget proposal for the upcoming fiscal year.
The 101 freeway in Agoura Hills being shut down overnight for the next phase of construction of the wildlife crossing.
That means drivers will have to take some detours. KTLA's Alina Bovian live at Agoura Hills with more for us. Alina, good morning.
Frank, Jess, good morning. Now, this is all about protecting the safety of the wildlife that's in this area. We're talking about mountain lions, coyotes. They all try to cross the 101, but this bridge will essentially make it easier and safer for them to do that. So as far as the closure goes, we've been talking about it for months, and tonight at 11 o'clock, it will officially go into effect. Now, take a look behind me. This is exactly where it will be starting. This is right off the Liberty Canyon exit of the 101 freeway all the way until Chesbro. It will shut down effective 11 o'clock tonight until 4 a.m. tomorrow morning, and this will last for several weeks. This applies to all lanes. Take a look of the 101 southbound freeway. It's all part of the work to build the world's largest wildlife crossing. The bridge will ultimately connect the Santa Monica Mountains to the Santa Susana Mountains, creating a safe way for wildlife to cross the area. The shutdown will allow crews to lift dozens of heavy concrete beams, that will create the skeleton for the crossing. Once that work is complete, Caltrans will then close the northbound lanes overnight in the same section. That phase is expected to begin sometime after the fall. And as far as some detours here that you can take a look at this. The 405 freeway is an option, so is the 118 and the 23. You also have the option of getting off at Liberty Canyon to Agoura Road to Chesborough Road. Inconvenience for you?
It's worth it. It's fine. As long as it's not closed off when I get to go to work.
Back out here live. Yeah, that's right. This is not happening during work hours unless you're like us and you work overnight. So just keep that in mind. Initially, Caltrans had said that the closure will be from midnight until 5 a.m., but that has now been updated from 11 o'clock at night to 4 in the morning. So if you do want to follow the latest with Caltrans, you can, of course, follow them on Twitter, Caltrans District 7. We'll send it back to you in the studio.
All right, Alina, thank you very much for that. Very foggy out there.
Oh my
Very
gosh,
foggy
yeah.
in certain areas. You're in pockets, and all of a sudden, out in Thousand Oaks, the helicopter was flying over that area earlier, and there was some very dense fog. But generally clearing out and generally done with the rain. But I got to say, at one point on Saturday, the rain was coming in sideways because the winds were so strong. And then all of a sudden yesterday, right around 2 o'clock, it was straight down, but it was just
Big drops.
Big
I mean,
drops.
it wasn't just a sprinkle.
No.